Okay, I'm all packed and ready to go to the Big Island. There's a twist to the plot. I gotta leave this here for 2 weeks. I couldn't get shipping any sooner than the 30th, but my flight leaves on the 16th. So I was like, dang it, what am I gonna do? This is where I was supposed to live. And then I went through this whole mind pattern of oh man, I'm gonna have to get a hostel or rush around and find a couch surfing or meet some people and do that whole thing again. I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds obnoxious. Then I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. Let me think about what happened when I first got to Oahu. If I could do it over again, if I went back, knowing what I know now, and were to do it again, what would I do differently? Let's see. First thing I did is I came here and I got a hostel. The next day I found this truck. It was online. I needed to go get it. I didn't know what to do, so I rented a scooter. And I went and I bought the truck. But then I was like, I don't have anywhere to park it. I'm just going to leave it here. But then I was like, I needed a vehicle to drive around. So then I bought a scooter. So I have the scooter, but I didn't know where to park the truck. And so then I got an apartment. So I had a place to park the truck. And then I got the apartment and the truck, but the truck was so huge and it wasn't exactly legal to drive because it's not up to inspection. The inspection's expired. The registration's good, but yeah. Anyways, I was nervous. So then I bought a pickup truck. So all of a sudden I had an apartment, scooter, big truck, pickup truck, had a lot of stuff. So I was like, that's a lot of things and a lot of steps. How can I reduce it? Well, knowing what I know now, I understand how if I was a little bit more patient or had gotten this truck and just started staying in it right away and moved it every single day, not parking in the same place, I could have got away with not getting the apartment, not getting the scooter, not getting the truck, and just living out of this for free right away. It's a little more challenging on Oahu because you're not supposed to park commercial vehicles on streets, but I found places where it's just fine, and if you move every day, it's no big deal. Great. Okay, cool. So now we go on to the Big Island plan. I'm going to be there for 2 weeks without this, or I could stay with this and dink around, but there's a festival that I feel like I need to go to. I'm on the volunteer list. There's important people for me to meet at this festival. I need to go. So I'm like, oh, well, let's look for the next van. I still got a little bit of money, and I've been thinking this is a really fun project, and I want to keep doing this kind of projects. This is so much fun. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna I looked on Craigslist today and I saw some pretty snazzy options. I hope that it comes through. Hopefully it does. There was an ambulance, a white one that was all de-tagged and de-sirened, thank goodness. And that would be a great way to start. So, yeah. Oh, cool. That's why this all worked out. It's this crazy mind game of you keep getting told that I get what I need. I'm going to get what I need. And I'm over here thinking, my ego's no, it has to go this way. And this is the only way it's going to be. And I don't know what I'm going to do. And I'm oh. God has a plan. She got me. Higher self, whoever. She got my back. She's no. Trust me. This is going to be good. So, that's where I'm at. I'm going to show you what's happening in the truck. I packed everything up except for some things. I put some thief bait around, things that I don't care about so much. But I've got all my food stuff and my blanket shoved in this cedar chest that I rekeyed so that it can lock and that stuff's safe. Here's my little bit of food that I need to eat still. And down in this bin here, it is full of all of my dishes and things. some clothes that I'm gonna take with me. Got my bike in here. Up over here on top of the fridge back there are my ramps for the scooter. Hang on, I gotta climb around the scooter. Okay, in this box here that's locked up, all my tools, safe and sound. The ramps, I got them locked with a bike lock and then bungee corded and supported by a hook, and then also supported by the fridge. I've got nothing in the fridge because who knows what's gonna happen on the barge while it's driving over here. Maybe there's gonna be some crazy waves. I put my blanket in with the dishes and some pillows down in here. I'm not gonna lock this because it's not very valuable stuff, but I put a zip tie so it would stay put to discourage anybody from getting in. But basically there's what I'm doing for my toilet situation to make it easy on myself is I bought 2 bucket toilet seat things from Walmart, $13 a piece, something like that, and they just go on 5-gallon buckets, and I got 2 of them because if you keep number 1 and number 2 separate, then it doesn't turn into sewage, and you can turn one into compost and water the flowers with the other one. So I just have 2 buckets to make it easy, and I got 2 seats so that in the middle of the night I don't have to like figure it out. Yeah, anyway, so the one bucket's like brand new and clean, and the other one I cleaned out, and then I shoved a bunch of stuff in that compartment there so it's all safe, mainly my pillows and my stuffed animals. Let's see. So most of my bed is packed up. Some of my bed is vulnerable, and you know, if somebody takes my pillows and my padding, that's fine. I'll find some more things. Oh, but here's one of my favorite features. This rug. I got one of those like scratchy big fat rubber rugs because this stuff is like ouchy on my feet, but this stuff is nice, and it was too big for this thing, so I just cut it and I glued it on here, and then I bolted it down onto here. What else do we have? That's my cedar chips for my compostable toilet. I got some hooks back here to hang my hoodies. The sink is complete enough for now. I can do more of it. I got that water heater that I showed you last time. Turns out it was too high of wattage, so I spent $400 on nothing, but I needed that water pump. So this goes down here, and then it just goes down in the back and has a hole out the bottom. So just like dumps all my gray water outside for now. And then this thing hooks. This is my faucet. Turn that on, turn that off. Whoops. And then I have it so that it turns and hooks to the bottle. Here's one up here that doesn't have anything in it. And then I have it this way, like a separate hose, so that I learned if I just put the bottle up here and try to hook it up, then the gravity just like takes all my water out while I'm hooking it up. So this way this is portable, so I can take it out of this situation. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, gravity is a thing with water. Back behind me, I put a plastic piece so I could put all my seasonings up here. I put this basket here so I could put my oils and my utensils, and then I put a magnet on here. This is my knife magnet. I just got like one big round magnet, and I could fit 2 knives on there, but I only used 1 knife, and in fact it's so strong that I can't put my knife like right in the middle, or just like holds on to it. So I have to put it to the